Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My dear students, this is the lecture number 7th as far as states of matter is considered. In the lecture number 6th, at the end of the lecture number 6th, we have started the 5th gaseous law, that is Dalton's law of partial pressures, and we have to discuss today its applications. In that very lecture, we have discussed what is the statement of the Dalton's law of partial pressures. I will repeat the statement again. It will take just 2 or 3 minutes to repeat that very statement again. Dear students, this law deals with a mixture of gases. If you consult that lecture, you will find this statement there. If you have a mixture of gases, let us say we have the gas A, we have the gas B, we have the gas C, and we have the gas D. We have a mixture of gases. But here the condition for this law is they should be chemically non-reacting. They should be chemically non-reacting. This is the condition. These gases, whether 3, 4, whatsoever the number, they should be chemically non-reacting. Remember this, they should not react with each other. For example, if gas A is helium, gas B is argon, gas C is krypton. Yeah, we can have the argon, we have the neon, we have the nitrogen gas. You know that these gases are chemically non-reacting with each other. Remember this point. And when this condition, chemically non-reacting gases, if you have this type of mixture, then this law holds good. Man can apply this law. What is the statement? I have already mentioned it in that very lecture. If you have a gaseous sample, for example, we have a gas molecules. अगर हमारे पास गैस है, इसमें gas molecules है. I have already mentioned that these gas molecules, they are in motion. In that motion, they can collide with one another. They can collide with the walls of container. They can collide with the walls of the container. They can also collide with each other. And during this collision, during this bombardment, they exert pressure, and that pressure is known as gaseous pressure. That pressure is known as gaseous pressure. Remember this point. It means that in a gaseous sample, the gas molecules collide with one another. As a result, they exert pressure, and that pressure is known as gaseous pressure. Now, if we have the case of a mixture of chemically non-reacting gases, we have a mixture. But this mixture consists of chemically non-reacting gases. They don't react with each other. As per the Dalton, this A will exert pressure, B will also exert pressure, C will also exert pressure, D will also exert pressure. The pressure exerted by a gas in a mixture of chemically non-reacting gases, मैंने उस लेक्चर में आपको बोला है, this pressure exerted by a gas, इसको हम कहते हैं partial pressure. First, you should know what is meant by partial pressure. The pressure exerted by a gas in a mixture. In a mixture, on this point. And what is the mixture? It should be the non-reacting gases. Mixture of non-reacting gases. It means that A will exert pressure, that will be partial pressure of A. We represent the partial pressure of A as PA. It means partial pressure of A. B will also exert pressure. It will be PB. Because they don't react with each other. They don't chemically combine. It means that its molecules will exert pressure, its molecules will also exert pressure. C molecules will also exert pressure. Pressure exerted by the B molecule, that will PB. What the PB means? It is the partial pressure of B. Partial pressure of, same is the case. Pressure will be exerted by the C molecules. It will be partial pressure of C. It will be D, partial pressure of D. And as per the Dalton's law, the total pressure of this mixture, this is the statement, the total pressure of a mixture of chemically non-reacting gases will be equal to their summation. You have to add the partial pressure of A, B, and C, and when you add this, you get the total pressure. Then what will be the statement? Then what will be the mathematical form of this law? जो हमने उस दिन पढ़ा, उस lecture में पढ़ा है. Remember this point. You have to mention P total. total pressure of a mixture, total pressure of a mixture, it will be equal to partial pressure of A, it will be the partial pressure of B, it will be the partial pressure of C, it will be dash partial pressure of N molecules. You can D, E, whatsoever you will take. This is the mathematical form of Dalton's law of partial pressure. Remember this point. If I will tell you what will be the statement, the total pressure of a mixture of chemically non-reacting gases. ये mixture होना चाहिए. What is the condition? They should be chemically non-reacting gases. It is equal to the summation of their partial pressure. This is a simple statement you have to mention. I will repeat it again. This law states that. What is the statement? I am repeating the statement again. This law states that total pressure of a mixture of chemically non-reacting gases. This is the condition. Mixture of chemically non-reacting gases. Mixture of chemically non-reacting gases is equal, किसके बराबर होता है बेटा? Is equal to the sum of their respective partial pressures. Is equal to the sum of their respective partial pressures. And you should know what is meant by partial pressure. It is simply pressure exerted by a gas in a mixture. एक मिक्सचर में एक गैस टाइप कितना प्रेशर एक्सर्ट करेगा, that pressure is known as partial pressure. PA means partial pressure of A, PB means partial pressure of B, partial pressure of C, and so on. But the condition is, remember this point, volume and temperature constant. ये याद रखना यहाँ पे. What is the condition? Volume and temperature, they should remain constant. देखिए जी, वॉल्यूम टेम्परेचर कांस्टेंट का मतलब क्या है? बोर्ड की तरह देखिए. जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड द पॉइंट. टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस, I will take this example. For example, if you have 1 liter of volume, 1 liter of gas, let us say 1 liter of helium gas. Let us say 1 liter of helium gas. And let us say temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Room temperature, I will take room temperature. Let us say when volume is 1 liter and this temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, let us say this helium will exert pressure, let us say 20 mm. It is the unit of pressure. We have the bar unit of pressure, atmosphere, we have this mm, this point. Let us say this helium in this 1 liter, and at this temperature it will exert this pressure because its molecules will collide, they will exert pressure. Let us say it is 20 mm. Now let us consider 1 liter. Again same volume, 1 liter, temperature same 25 degrees Celsius. Let us take neon gas. Just understand. If you have 1 liter, volume is same, temperature is same. Now neon gas, let us say it exerts pressure because its molecules also collide with one another. They exert pressure. For example, its molecules exert pressure, let us say 30 mm. Just understand, please. Here the molecules exert pressure 20 mm. Here the molecules exert pressure 30 mm. Remember this one. Now, as per the Dalton, if you take these two gases in the same volume, 1 liter. Volume is same 1 liter. Volume you have to keep 1 liter and temperature same 25 degrees Celsius. You can understand this law by this example also. Now if you take helium and neon in this volume is same 1 liter, 1 liter, 1 liter. You have to keep the volume constant. जितना आप individual level पे volume रखेंगे, जितना आप temperature individual level पे रखेंगे, ये individual, these two cases are individual cases. 1 liter, 25. अब यहाँ पे भी यही रखना, 1 liter and 25 degrees Celsius. Now if you take these two gases, helium and neon, in this volume, 1 liter, they are chemically non-reacting. डाल्टन साहब ने क्या बोला, जितना हीलियम ने यहां पे एक्सर्ट प्रेशर किया उतना यहां पे भी एक्सर्ट प्रेशर किया करेगा, जितना नियॉन यहां पे प्रेशर एक्सर्ट करेगा उतना ही प्रेशर यहां पे एक्सर्ट करेगा. इट मींस दैट these two are chemically non-reacting, volume is constant, temperature is constant, जो मैंने आपको लास्ट में बोला वॉल्यूम एंड टेम्परेचर कांस्टेंट. डाल्टन साहब ने ये बोला, ये जो P total ऑफ दिस मिक्सचर होगा, it will be the pressure exerted by the helium when it was individual, when it was alone. And how much pressure at that time the helium gas exerted? 20 mm. And the pressure exerted by the neon, that will be 30 mm. It means that P total, it will be equal to the sum of these two gases. याद रखना, sum of these two gases, that will be 50 mm. Remember this point, 50 mm. मगर मसला है, एक कंडीशन है केमिकली नॉन रिएक्टिंग गैसेस, दूसरी कंडीशन जब आप इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे इनका वो प्रेशर डिटरमाइन करेंगे, जितना वॉल्यूम वहां पे लोगे उतना ही वॉल्यूम अब लेना है, जितना टेम्परेचर इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे आपने लिया उतना ही टेम्परेचर आपको यहाँ पे भी लेना है. Remember this point. This is the simple statement of this. If you have a mixture of chemically non-reacting gases, the total pressure will be equal to their summation of partial pressure. इस मिक्सचर में हीलियम कितना प्रेशर एक्सर्ट करेगा, that will be the partial pressure of helium. नियॉन कितना प्रेशर एक्सर्ट करेगा, that will be the partial pressure of this neon. And what is the statement of this? The total pressure of a mixture of chemically non-reacting gases will be equal to the sum of their partial pressure. ये statement आपको याद रखना, simple statement है. You can remember this. Now you will discuss applications or importances of this law. This is the topic we have to discuss today. Applications of Dalton's law of partial pressure. Dalton's law of partial pressure. Dalton's law of partial pressure. This is our topic. We have to discuss this topic where we apply this law. What are these importances? The first importance, the first application, determination of pressure of dry gas. This is the first importance. This is the first this application of this law, determination of pressure of dry gas. Dear students, to understand this, for example, you have a liquid sample. Let us say we have a liquid sample. Remember this point. And the air that is in contact with, let us say it is in contact with air. The air above this liquid surface, that, let us say this is air. I will say these are air molecules, gas molecules. I say. The air above this liquid, it will be moist air. Moist air. What the moist air means? It means that it is saturated with water vapors. It will be, for example, यहाँ पे liquid sample हमने लिया है, water लिया हमने, remember this point. ये जो immediately यहाँ पे जो air है, that is in contact with this liquid water, it will be moist air because water vapors will be in the air. We will say this air above this liquid surface, it will be moist air because it is saturated with, इसमें क्या होंगे? It is saturated with water vapors. It is saturated with water. इतना आपको याद रखना है. अब मैं water vapors आपके लिए, let us say I will take hollow dots. The solid dots are gas molecules. Now these hollow dots indicators they are water vapors. It means that these are the molecules of gas, they exert the pressure. Remember this point, and it is the dry gas. If water vapors are not there, at that time it will be the dry gas. But here water vapors are in the gas, hence we are saying that it is the moist air, moist gas, moist air. Remember this point, इसका माना है इसमें गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स भी है और इसमें वाटर वेपर्स भी है, दोनों है. Remember this point. gas molecules exert pressure, that is gaseous pressure. Remember this point. Just like the gas molecules, these water vapors, they also exert the pressure. The pressure exerted by water vapors, that is known as aqueous tension. Aqueous tension. If I will tell you how you can define the aqueous tension, पहले आपको याद रखना है जो air over the above the liquid surface होगा, that will be moist, because in the air there will be water vapors, hence it is moist. Why it is? And it is saturated with water vapors. दूसरा पॉइंट आपको याद रखना, ये जो सॉलिड ये डॉट में दिखाया गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स है बेटा, they exert the pressure, that is gaseous pressure, but that will be the pressure of dry gas. But at the same time, these water phase molecules, water vapor phase, they also exert the pressure. Pressure exerted, they will also collide. Because it is in the gaseous state now, they will also collide. The pressure exerted by the water phase molecules, vapor phase water molecule, जो vapor phase में जो water molecule है, ये जो hollow ones है, they are actually the water vapors, वो भी exert pressure करेंगे. उनका जो pressure है उसको हम कहते हैं aqueous tension. Aqueous tension. Now tell me, as per the Dalton's law, what you can say? If you want to determine the pressure of dry gas, first you should know the total pressure of moist air. You can say P moist. You can say P total or you can say P moist. What the P moist means? It is the total pressure of the moist air. It will be equal to, ये किसके बराबर होगा? It is because of dry gas, because of gas molecules, we can say it is P dry, plus it is aqueous tension. Aqueous tension, I will represent the aqueous tension by small p. It means that total pressure, it will be equal to the pressure exerted by the gas molecules, that is P dry, plus these vapor phase water vapors, they also exert pressure. Their pressure is known as aqueous tension. It means that ये जो moist air है, जो इसका total pressure है, ये दो चीजों की वजह से है. One is because of gas molecules and second is because of water vapor molecules. Water vapor molecule, that is known as aqueous tension. It means that यहाँ पे जो moist air का जो total pressure है, that will be because of P dry. What the dry means, if there are no water vapor molecules, if there are no vapor molecules, अगर ये water vapor molecule यहाँ पे नहीं होंगे, उस वक्त इसका माना ये dry है. It is dry gas and the pressure is dry gas. Remember this, that will be the pressure of dry gas. But here it is not dry, it is saturated with water vapors. Here it is also saturated with water vapors. It means that just like the gas molecule exert pressure, in the same way the water vapors will also exert the pressure. ये जो total pressure है उसी को हम कहते हैं P moist. It is the pressure of moist gas. It will be equal to pressure of dry gas plus this is saturated aqueous tension. What the aqueous tension means, beta? Aqueous tension means pressure exerted by the वाटर वेपर्स. ये जो हालो मैंने दिखाया वाटर वेपर, ये भी एक्सर्ट प्रेशर करते हैं, उसी का नाम है एक्वस टेंशन. आपको एप्लीकेशन है, आपको ड्राई, ये जो ड्राई गैस है इसका हम कैसे वेपर प्रेशर डिटरमाइन करेंगे? फ्रॉम दिस वी कैन से इट इज अकॉर्डिंग टू डाल्टन्स लॉ. अकॉर्डिंग टू डाल्टन्स लॉ जो हमने लिखा, इट इज that is the total pressure is equal to individual pressure. जो मैंने आपको यहाँ पे बोला है, आपको P dry बोलना है, pressure of dry gas बोलना है. It will be equal to जो total pressure होगा moist air का, total pressure moist air का, minus ये water vapors का individual tension कितना हो, pressure कितना होगा. उस pressure का नाम मैंने क्या रखा था? aqueous tension. It means that P dry is equal to P moist minus P. P moist means total pressure and minus P, it means pressure because of water vapors. When you subtract P minus, when you subtract the pressure of these water vapors from the total P moist minus P, what you will get? You get the P dry. This is a simple, important, simple application of the Dalton's law of partial pressure. I will repeat it again. We have air above the liquid, it will be moist because it is saturated with the water vapors. Gas molecules exert pressure. Water vapors will also exert pressure. Pressure exerted by water vapors, that is known as aqueous tension. ये जो टोटल आयर है इट इज मॉइस्ट आयर. ये मॉइस्ट क्यों है? बिकॉज इट इज सैचुरेटेड विद वाटर वेपर्स. अब इसमें दो टाइप्स ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स है. वन इज गैस मॉलिक्यूल, सेकंड इज वाटर वेपर्स. Both will exert pressure and the total pressure, that will be P moist, will be P dry plus aqueous tension. What is the aqueous tension? Pressure of water phase molecules. How you can define the pressure of dry gas? P dry will be equal to P moist minus P. You have to remember this. Pressure of dry gas is equal to pressure of moist, means total pressure, minus the aqueous tension. I will repeat, I will mention it in lines. Remember this point. You have to mention, this is a very important application as far as the Dalton's law of partial pressure is considered. You have to mention the air. You can mention it, the air above the liquid. Above the liquid. Above the liquid is moist. जो मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी बोला. Why it is moist? Because it is saturated with, ये जो moist air है इसमें water phase molecules भी है. It is saturated with water phase. It is saturated with water vapors. Water vapors. ये water vapors, they also exert pressure. ये आपको याद रखना, water vapors which can also exert pressure. Which can also exert pressure. यहां पे आपको डेफिनेशन याद रखनी. ये वाटर वेपर्स कितना प्रेशर एक्सर्ट करते हैं उसी का नाम है एक्वस टेंशन. द pressure exerted by water vapors. The pressure exerted by water vapors is known as aqueous tension. Is known as aqueous tension. Is known as aqueous tension. ये आपको याद रखना बेटा. Now you have to mention what are the P total. P total means here if P moist is the total pressure of moist air. इस moist air में दोनों आएंगे. इसमें dry भी आएगा और water vapor भी आएगा. Moist air, comma, P dry is the pressure of dry gas. Dry gas means when there are no water vapors. And I will represent small p, and small p represents aqueous tension. What the aqueous tension means? It is the pressure exerted by water phase molecules, water vapors, aqueous tension. Now we will apply according to Dalton's law of partial pressures. Dalton's law of partial pressures. Then according to Dalton's law of partial pressures, जो total होगा, that is moist air, it will be summation of pressure of dry gas and aqueous tension. Aqueous tension means pressure of water vapors. What you can write? P moist, it means total pressure. It will be equal to P dry. It means pressure of dry gas plus small p, aqueous tension. You have to remember this. Now what you have to calculate? You have to calculate the pressure of dry gas. How you can calculate the pressure of dry gas, beta? You can say P dry It means pressure of dry gas. Aqueous tension यहाँ पे आएगा. It will be equal to moist air कहे या total pressure कहे, your choice. You can say P total or you can say P moist minus pressure of water vapor, that is aqueous tension. From this, what you can calculate? You can calculate the pressure of dry gas. This is the formula you have to remember. P dry, pressure of dry gas will be equal to जो total pressure होगा, that is P moist minus aqueous tension. This is the first importance application of the Dalton's law of partial pressures. Now we have to discuss the second important application. Determination of partial pressure of a gas. Determination of partial pressure of a gas. This is a very important point. This is very important. Determination of partial pressure of a gas. This is the point. देखिए बेटा, इसका मान क्या है जो मैंने ऑलरेडी बोला है. इफ यू हैव अ मिक्सचर ऑफ केमिकली नॉन रिएक्टिंग गैसेस, लेट अस से A, B and C. I will take three gases. Let us say total pressure is 150 mm. Let us say it is 150 mm. Total pressure is 150 mm. Remember this point. Now, if I will tell you जो A का प्रेशर है, पार्शियल प्रेशर A, ये कितना होगा? इस टोटल में से A का भी है प्रेशर, B का प्रेशर भी है, C. It means that ये जो P टोटल है, it will be summation of PA plus PB plus PC. Now you want to calculate how much pressure is exerted by the A molecules, how much pressure is exerted by the B molecules, how much pressure is exerted by the C molecules, but the only one thing you know, the total pressure. Hence the application is determination of partial pressure of a gas in a mixture. You can say in a mixture. एक मिक्सचर में एक गैस कितना प्रेशर एक्सर्ट करेगा. Remember, we have the formula for that, and we have to deduce that formula by using the Dalton's law of partial pressures. Remember this point. अब आपको सिंपली याद रखना है, हमारे पास एक मिक्सचर ऑफ केमिकली नॉन रिएक्टिंग गैसेस है. Let us say A, B, C. All the three gases will exert pressure. How much pressure is exerted by a gas? Either it is A, either it is B, either it is C. A gas कितना प्रेशर एक्सर्ट करेगा, that will be the partial pressure of A. We can calculate its pressure with the help of Dalton's law of partial pressures. Remember this point. We can say, you have to mention, in a mixture of chemically non-reacting gases, in a mixture of chemically non-reacting gases, in a mixture of chemically non-reacting gases. Let us say A, B and C. Let us say three gases. Remember this point. In a mixture of chemically non-reacting gases A, B and C, if condition is if all the gases behave ideally. If all the gases behave ideally. Do you know what is meant by behave ideally? They obey the ideal gas equation, that is PV. They obey the ideal gas equation, that is they obey ideal gas equation. What is the ideal gas equation? That is, what is ideal gas equation? PV is equal to N or T. This is the condition. अब आपको सिंपली लेना, हमने एक मिक्सचर लिया, तीन गैसेस का हमने मिक्सचर लिया है A, B and C. यही मैंने लिखा, in a mixture of chemically non-reacting gases A, B and C. If all the gases behave ideally, it means that they obey the ideal gas equation. ये आपको next topic है, the gas which obeys this, that is ideal gas, and the gas which does not obey, that is non-ideal, or you can say real gas. Remember this point. But we have assumed here that the gas behaves ideally. Every gas behaves ideally, that is they obey the ideal gas equation. PV is equal to N or T. Remember this point. Now we will apply this equation for A, for B and for C, but as per the Dalton's law. We will apply. Now you know what is the ideal gas equation. You will have PV is equal to N over T. This is ideal gas equation. ये आपने already वहाँ पे लिखा है. From this, what you can write? we can write pressure is equal to N or T bata V. Remember this point. Pressure is equal to N, number of moles of gas, or T and V. Remember this point. Apply this equation. Now we apply this equation for all the three gases. For all the three gases. मगर आपको याद है डाल्टन्स लॉ में क्या करते हैं, वैल्यूम भी कांस्टेंट, टेम्परेचर भी कांस्टेंट, और ये यूनिवर्सल गैस कौन, हीट इज ऑलरेडी कांस्टेंट. जब हमने डाल्टन्स लॉ, आज भी मैंने आपको बोला, यू हैव टू कीप द वैल्यूम एंड टेम्परेचर कांस्टेंट. रिमेंबर दिस पॉइंट. अप्लाइंग, you can say applying this equation apply this equation to all the three gases. Apply this equation to all the three gases. हमने कौन कौन सा लिया, that is A, B and C. मगर कंडीशन क्या है, under similar, this is the condition under similar conditions of volume and temperature. ये आपको याद रखना. Under similar conditions of volume and temperature, you have to apply this now for all the three gases, but the conditions are constant volume and temperature. What you can write for A? What you can write? PA. It will be equal to number of molecules, moles of A, that is Na, R constant, T constant and volume constant. It is the partial pressure of A, PA. Remember this point. You can apply it for B now. PB. PB is equal to NB, number of moles of B, or T and B constant. And for C gas C, what you can say, pressure of C, it will be equal to NC, number of moles of C, or T divided by V. Let us say it is first, let us say it is second, let us say it is third. On this point. Now according to Dalton's law, this is partial pressure of A, partial pressure of B, partial pressure of C. What will be the total pressure? You can apply the Dalton's law of partial pressures. According to Dalton's law of partial pressures. According to Dalton's law of partial pressures. According to Dalton's law of partial pressures, we can write. What we can write? P total, it will be equal to PA plus PB plus PC. याद रखना, PA plus PB plus PC. You can write it as P total. It will be equal to PA का वैल्यू देना है, PA का वैल्यू है NA or T by B. It is the value of PA. What will be the value of PB? Number of moles of B or T by V. What will be the value of PC? NC, number of moles of C or T by V. Remember this point. It is the total pressure. It means that we have to apply here Dalton's law of partial pressures. Now you can write it as P total is equal to NA or T by V constant है, you can write NA plus NB plus NC, NA plus NB plus NC, and or T by V, it is common. Remember this point. Let us say it is equation number 4, and it is the total pressure. It is the total pressure. Now what we have to determine? We have to determine what will be the partial pressure of A, value of partial pressure of A with respect to total. ये जो total pressure है इसमें से PA कितना है? We have to calculate that. ये जो total pressure जो मैंने already बोला है इसमें से जो PB है, pressure of B कितना है? It means that if you want to determine the partial pressure, you have to relate it with the P total. If you want to determine the partial pressure of a gas, we have to relate it total with the total pressure. You can write it to determine partial pressure of a gas. To determine the partial pressure of a gas. Partial pressure of a gas. For example, हम यहाँ पे PA का दिखाएंगे. Let us say PA. We have to relate it with total. We have to relate it with total pressure. Total pressure. Dear students, आपको सिंपली ये देखना, ये जो टोटल प्रेशर है इसमें से A का वैल्यू कितना है. It means you are relating A with the total. In mathematics, in relations, in relation means when you say PA with relation with total, it means that you have to divide PA divided by P total. इसी तरह हम कह सकेंगे प्रेशर ऑफ B, PB divided by P total. Remember this point. What you can say, to determine partial pressure of a gas, we have to relate it with total pressure. It means that आपको अब क्या लिखना है, PA. हम PA का निकालेंगे यहाँ पे, PA divided by P total. You are relating it with the total. What you can write now? Therefore, we can write, शाबाश बेटा, we can write PA. You are relating with total. हमको देखना टोटल में से A का वैल्यू कितना है, divided by P total. PA divided by, अगर आपको B का डिटरमाइन करना इसी तरह लिखना, PB divided by P total. C का निकालना, PC divided by P total. What you can write? PA का वैल्यू कितना है, ऑलरेडी लिखा है, NA और T by V. P total का वैल्यू कितना है, शाबाश बेटा, ये तो यहाँ पे दिया है, NA plus NB plus NC. NA plus NB plus NC. ऐसे हम और T by V अलग से लिखेंगे, और T by V ऊपर भी है और T by V नीचे भी है, याद रखना, और T by V ऊपर भी है नीचे भी. दे विल कैंसल आउट, दे विल, यहां पे भी और T by V, वहां पे भी और T, डिनोमिनेटर में भी और T by V, दे विल कैंसल आउट. व्हाट यू कैन राइट नाउ, यू विल राइट PA by P total is equal to NA, number of moles of component. हमने पढ़ा है जब हमने concentration terms पढ़े हैं, molarity, molality, normality, वहां पे हमने mole fraction भी पढ़ा है. How you can define the mole fraction? Number of moles of a component, a component के moles के divided by total number of moles of total moles कितने हैं. It means that this term, number of moles of A, component A divided by total number of moles of component, this is known as mole fraction. ये हमने already unit first में पढ़ा है. You can write it PA divided by P total, it will be equal to chi A. What the chi A means? Mole fraction of A. How you can define the mole fraction? अगर मैं आपको कहूंगा मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ ए, यहां पे लिखूंगा chi A, it means that number of moles of A divided by total number of moles of the solution. यहां पे 3 है, मैं 3 लिखूंगा NC. अगर मैं कहूंगा मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ B, what you can say, number of moles of B divided by total moles Na plus Nb plus Nc. हमने ऑलरेडी पढ़ा, how you represent it, it represented by chi. Mole fraction, it is represented by chi. It means that Na divided by Na plus Nb plus Nc यहाँ पे है, it will be equal to chi A because it is the component A, it is the gas A. What you can say, you can mention it PA, pressure, partial pressure of A, it will be equal to chi A into P total. This is the partial pressure of A. Similarly for other gases, हमारे पास 3 gases है A, B, C. Similarly, what you can write, PB is equal to mole fraction of B into P total. This is the formula you have to remember. This is a very important formula. For PC, पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑफ सी, ये फार्मूला याद रखना। ये जो कंपोनेंट है इसका मोल फ्रैक्शन कितना है, काई सी, मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सी इंटू पी total. Remember this point. This is the formula you have to remember to calculate the partial pressure of a gas. In general, how we can represent partial pressure of a gas? Mole fraction of the gas into pressure, total pressure. You can write in general, what you can write? In general, partial pressure of a gas. In general, partial pressure of a gas, अच्छे से आपको लिखना है यहां पे, partial pressure of a gas, partial pressure of a gas, ये किसके बराबर होगा? उस गैस का मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ द गैस, mole fraction, that is chi, mole fraction of the gas, into the P total. ये आपको याद रखना. This is the very important formula to determine the partial pressure of a gas. अब आपको अगर हमारे पास gaseous mixture है, let us say A, let us say B, let us say C, for example, ये कितना एक्सर्ट प्रेशर करेगा? पी टोटल दिया हुआ, मतलब इन द न्यूमेरिकल, इन द क्वेश्चन द पी टोटल विल बी गिवन, बट यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट द मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ द गैस. मोल फ्रैक्शन निकालने के लिए आपको नंबर ऑफ मोल्स की जरूरत पड़ेगी, ये याद रखना. ये तो दिया, ये तो प्रॉब्लम है, ये तो मतलब जो भी वहां पे प्रॉब्लम आएगी वहां पे पी टोटल दिया हुआ हो, इट विल बी गिवन, पी टोटल विल बी गिवन इन द प्रॉब्लम. व्हाट यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट? यू हैव टू सिंपली कैलकुलेट मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ द गैस. This is the mole fraction of the gas. मगर मोल फ्रैक्शन किसके बराबर है? You should know the mole fraction. मोल फ्रैक्शन मैं कहूंगा का ए मोल फ्रैक्शन. आपको इसके मोल्स पता होने चाहिए. नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ ए, इतना ही नहीं, number of moles of A, you should know the number of moles of B also. When you know the number of moles of A, जिसकी हम की मतलब ये प्रेशर निकालना है, पार्शियल प्रेशर निकालना है, हमको ये जो दूसरा गैस है उसका भी नंबर ऑफ मोल्स पता होनी चाहिए. When you know the number of moles of A, number of moles of A, B and C, what you can calculate? You can calculate mole fraction of A. When you know the mole fraction of the gas, P total will be given. What you can calculate? You can calculate the partial pressure of the gas. Remember this point. This is a very important formula you have to remember. Partial pressure of a gas किसके बराबर होता है? Mole fraction of the gas into the P total. Inshallah we discuss the remaining things inshallah in the next lecture. Inshallah.